Hello, in this video I'm going to cover section 6.2, Discounts, Markups, and Sales Tax from Contemporary Mathematics by OpenStax. The learning objectives for this section include calculating discounts, solving application problems involving discount, calculating markup, application problems involving markup, sales tax, and solving application problems involving sales tax. So retailers frequently hold sales to help improve and move merchandise. Improve sales and move merchandise. So the sales price is always expressed as some amount of the original price being taken off. For example, a 40% discount, and these are called discounts. So this is a reduction in the price of something, and so the sales price is considered a reduced price or a sale price. So the formula for the sale price, well, we first have to calculate what's known as the discount price. And so the discount is going to be equal to the percent discount times the original amount, right? So that's how we calculate a percent discount on something. And then the sale price is going to be the original price minus that discount that we calculated on that particular item. So that's how we're going to calculate the price of something on sale. Now there is a kind of a shortcut method that I like to use when I'm out shopping, and that is the sale price is equal to the original. I'm going to get down to here, the original price times 1 minus the percent discount. And so when I'm out looking at discounts and shopping, this is really what I use to estimate how much something is going to cost me, is this last equation. And so we'll look at an example of this, but just to give you one here on screen, let's say you have something for $10 and you're getting a 30% discount, right? So to calculate how much it's going to be, you would take $10 and multiply that by 70%, which in the last video, section 6.1, we talked about that would be 10 times 0.70, and so that's going to make it $7. So the sale price is going to be $7. Now, we could do this in multiple steps. 30% discount is going to be $3, and then we take $10 and subtract the $3, and that gives us the $7. So going to this last step, using this right here, that 1 minus percent discount, or you can think of it as 100% minus the percent discount, what that does is it cuts out that middle calculation where you have to subtract, and it does it in this one step. So let's look at this example. Calculate the discount for the given price and discount percent, then calculate the sales price. So the original price is $75.80, and the discount is 35%. So it wants us to calculate the discount first. So it wants the discount. So the discount is going to be 25% of $75.80. All right, so that's going to be 0.25 times $75.80. So let's put that in the calculator, and that's going to give us $18.95. So that's the discount amount, and here we have that. That's the discount amount. So what is the sale price? So the sale price, let me spell that right, is going to be the original price, the $75.80, minus the $18.95. All right, so let's do that in the calculator. $75.80 minus $18.95, that's going to give us a sale price of $56.85. So we get a discount of $18.95. So our sale price, when we go up to the counter with whatever we've got and it rings up, it should ring up for $56.85. All right, So let's move on to the next slide. So the sale rack at a clothing store is marked all items 30% off, and Ian finds a shirt that had an original price of $80. So we first want to calculate the discount and then what's the sale price. So the discount, again, is going to be 30% of $80. And so 30% of $80 over here, the math is on the screen. So that's going to be 0.3 times 80. So that's going to be $24. And so the sale price is going to be that $80 minus the discount, so minus 24, and that's going to give us $56. And so the shirt's going to actually cost $56. So let me show you how that works with the shortcut. So the shortcut was to find the sale price. You do the, I'm just going to do the cost times 1 minus discount. So that's going to be the cost. Well, let me just put in the actual numbers. So that's going to be $80 times, and then the discount was 30%, so that's going to be 1 minus 0.30 or 1 minus 0.30. So that's going to be 80 times 0.70. Okay, well, that's a quick trick is just, 8 times 7, which is 56, and then just add a 0. But this does end up giving you $56. And so this, again, shortcut cuts out having to figure out what the discount is and just gives you the sale price. And I like to think about it like this. You got 100% of the cost was $80, and then you're taking out 30% because you're getting a discount. In other words, you're paying 70% of the price of the shirt. And so that's how that, shortcut kind of works. Another thing that retailers do that's very, very common is something called markups. And so when a retailer purchases goods, they pay a certain price. They pay the price either directly from the manufacturer or a distributor, which is not the actual what's called the MSRP. This stands for the manufacturer's suggested retail price. So if you ever see MSRP, that's the manufacturer's suggested retail price. So when the item gets shipped to the retailer, you see this a lot with cars. So when the car gets shipped to the car dealership, this is what Ford, for example, would tell the dealership that they suggest it being paid for. But oftentimes that's not what you end up paying, the MSRP, because you might get a discount, you might get some rebates. So that price, that MSRP, is actually marked up from the retail or the retailer's price, right? So we'll look at an example, but what that does is that increases the price of something. So whereas where a discount decreases the price, a markup actually increases the price. And so to calculate the markup, it's still a percent, so we're going to multiply by the percent. But when we calculate the retail price, we end up adding that amount. Okay, we end up adding that amount, and so that adds to the actual price of the item. And so the trick there is to do cost plus, cost times 1 plus the percent. And that's going to help with easily calculating the markup. So let's look at an example. Let's calculate the markup for a given cost and markup percent. So if something costs the seller $62 and they want to mark it up by 15%, then let's calculate the markup and then the retail price. So first, the markup is going to equal $62 times 15%, but we'll write that as 0.15, and that's going to be $9.30. So the retailer is going to add $9.30 to the overall price. And so if we do 62 plus $9.30, then that means that the retail price, in other words, what we would pay if we walked into the store, is going to be $71.30. So that's going to be the retail price. Well, that's going to be the price on the sticker because, you know, in the United States, we have to pay sales tax. That's not included in the price in the United States. So speaking of, how do we compute sales tax and the price after sales tax? Well, you could think of sales tax as basically on the same line as markup, that it's the purchase price times 1 plus the tax rate. And of course, taxes in the U.S. are kind of interesting in that they can change from county to county. In some places, and then in some states even, you don't even have, for example, sales tax. I believe Alaska does not have sales tax. So kind of an interesting thing there. So let's calculate the sales tax. This is in Kankakee, I think that's how you say that, Kankakee, Illinois, and their sales tax is $8.25%. So you can think about that as like about 8 cents on the dollar. For every dollar you add 8 cents. So find the sales tax and the total price of something. So if we're purchasing something for $428.99 with no discounts, like this is the price on the sticker, how much are we going to pay in this county or this city in Illinois? So because again, it's different depending on where you're at. So $428.99. And then first we're going to calculate the tax. So that's going to be 0.0825, because converting 8.25% to a decimal adds a zero in front essentially. And so that's going to give me $35.39. You can see that calculation done over here on the screen for us, but just putting that in the calculator would give you that. And so the sale price, or the purchase price, rather, not the sale price, the purchase price is going to be that $428.99 plus the $35.39. So that's going to give us a grand total of $464.87. And again, taxes are weird because, you know, there's sales tax on goods, but there's also sales tax on produce and food, which is completely different, usually much lower than the sales tax on consumer goods like televisions and computers. But that's how we calculate sales tax. So here's another example. We've got in Denver, Colorado, the sales tax whenever this was written was 8.81%. And so Kevin buys a TV that, you know, for $499. How much will he pay after sales tax? So first, if we calculate the sales tax, and I'll just highlight it over here since all this is written. So sales tax is $8.81. We convert that to a decimal, that's 0.0881. And so if we multiply that percent by the cost of the TV, that gives us $43.96. Now what's going to be the total? Let me get my eraser. So what's going to be the total cost? So the purchase price is going to be the $499 plus the sales tax, which is $43.96. And so $499 plus $43.96 should give us $542.96. So that's how we can calculate, the purchase price, what it's going to cost to purchase something. But what if we had a discount and sales tax? What would we do there? So let's look at an example of that. Or sorry, this is an example of markup, rather. You can also do a discount. But let's look at an example of markup. So Sakari manages a retail outlet, and they receive a shipment of shirts. She sees on the shipping list that each shirt costs $22.50 to the store. So that's what the store pays for it. But then the store is going to mark it up, of course, right, by 35%. They've got to make a profit. And then the sales tax is 7.5%. So if we walked into this store, what is going to be the what's going to basically be what we pay for the shirt. So first, we need to calculate the retail price by adding in the markup. So that's going to be $22.50 times, and we can use that little trick for markup. So we can do 1.35. That's 1 plus 0.35. So that's 1 plus the markup rate. So 22.50. Let me get my calculator up and running. So 22.50 times 1.35. That's going to equal $30 and we'll say 38 cents. It's not really how we usually price things here in the United States, but just based on this problem, so $30.38. And then two, if we go to purchase it, then the purchase price is going to be the $30.38. And then we can use our trick again, because we're basically marking it up again because of sales tax, and do 1.075. So then that's going to be 30.78. I'm sorry, 38, not 78, 38 times 1.075. And that's going to give us $32.66. So that's going to be the price after markup and tax. So that would be the final price that you would have to, kind of swipe the card, debit card, or pay cash in order to get this, particular shirt. So, what went from costing the store $22.50 to purchase, by the end costs us $32.66 after markup and sales tax. And that's how it works in the United States. In some other countries, when you walk in and you see the price tag, that is what you're paying. So if it says $30, you hand them, 30 euros, you hand them 30 euros or whatever, 1,500 yen, you hand them 1,500 yen, and there's no tax added at the counter. But in the United States, this is how we have done it for many, many years. So that's all I have for this video. Kind of short, again, sweet, hopefully to the point. But now it's your turn. You've watched the video, so now it is your turn to go read the book if you haven't done so already, and practice those problems by trying those your turn problems inside of the textbook, which are, I believe, invaluable, very helpful. It helps reinforce your learning, and then heading over to the LMS and working on the online homework.